set to get underway. Into the box now, Tommy La Stella. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid one hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
1-1 to Tommy La Stella. Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Buster.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Buster Posey is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a ball outside. It's 1-0. From the belt, the pitch. 1-1.
1-1.
Hit on the ground toward the left, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Now batting, the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
So here's Kevin Kiermaier as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. And this is high, a ball and a strike.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Swing and oh my. Hit him with the hind into the second deck and gone. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. His first home run of the season as the blowout continues.
Well, with no outs, you can afford to give up a single, but you can't afford to give up a 3-run homer. He just caught too much of the plate. Now he's back to the drawing board. No outs, and the inning is already an ugly one.
Tony Gonsolin gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. And this is taken outside for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-0. Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, you talk about having a game right here. This guy's working on a no-no, and he mixed in a knock. How would you like to be on the mound knowing you got more hits than the opposition? You haven't given up anything yet.
And that'll bring in Charlie Blackmon as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Pulled toward right center field. Meadows coming in on it. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The batter, number 6. Shortstop.
At the plate, Gene Segura. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
A ball and a strike.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
2 balls and a strike to Jose Altuve.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. And the runner will score from second. Now he's safe at third as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Wow, he's getting his daily conditioning in during the game. That's his second triple, so obviously he's seeing the ball great, and he's showing he knows how to motor around the bases just fine.
Giancarlo Stanton now, as he'll take a look at ball one. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. Hit hard to short, scooped up. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Dan Altavilla gets called to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Ambush tactics right there, but he didn't try and do too much. He stayed in there and just drove it back up the middle.
Into the box now, Tommy La Stella, as he lines it out to center. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
Here's Buster Posey now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Line to the right side, and a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Liner toward right center. Kiermaier will back up and put this away for a long out number one.
Now batting, center field.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup, 0-1. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him, 1-2.
Wow, that was an ugly swing right there, and that tells us all we need to know. Nobody's picking the baseball up off this guy.
La Stella fields it cleanly. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Hey, listen, D-Row, they're not going to complain at all. A base hit is a base hit, even though that's an infield single. And hopefully
is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
Now batting, first baseman, Ryan.
Man, at bats like this make every hitting coach happy. This is what they all preach. Stay inside the ball, stay behind the ball. You can see he lets this one travel deep, then just inside outs this thing off the right center field wall. That's some rare power there and a little bit scary to opposing pitchers.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Ryan McMahon becomes the second out in the bottom of the fifth. Roberto Perez stands in as he looks at ball one here. Count now a ball and a strike. And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will... Ready now, Kevin Kiermaier. He's already got 4 RBIs in this one.
And in that last at-bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
Settling in now, Zach Greinke getting the hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. This one's flared off to the right side, and that's in there, base hit.
He came to play today, not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
In now, Charlie Blackmon popped him up. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
The batter, number 6.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. From the stretch. The 0-1 on its way.
1-1.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Greinke leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Hit out towards second. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And now he has some trouble with it in center.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Jose Altuve is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Hot shot on the ground is short. Beautiful diving stop. Touche, sir. Greg Allen is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Greg Allen.
Lifted in the air out to left. On the move is Stanton. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now, Jose Ramirez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And he gets ahead 0-1.
The difference between 0-1 and 1-0 is so monumental, and this guy has been on top of his game all day, attacking the zone and getting ahead of these hitters.
Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
The batter.
Digging in the switch hitter, Tommy Edman. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
No runs, 2 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Now a curveball's in there, 1-2 now.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get-me-over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to... Luke Gregerson comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Infield in the overshift here now to pitch. This is line to left. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Number 23.
Digging in once again, Edwin Encarnacion. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
When you've got a guy that throws a good 2-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
And when you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and at least start throwing some strikes.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And that'll stay in the park as it's off the center field wall. And he is into second base with a double, his 3rd hit this afternoon.
Up next for the White Sox.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
At the plate, Tommy La Stella, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, La Stella hits a little over the 270 mark. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hit hard on the ground to second. Scope dives. What a stop. In time.
Now batting, the catcher. Buster.
Digging in to try it again. Buster Posey, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Grounded back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
They are putting in some work at the plate in this one, Matt. Another great AB. Another hit. Another nail in the coffin. That's a startling 15 runs in this one. And they're still going.
It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one. Hit out towards second. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Stepping up now, Yordan Alvarez. He looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
This guy's throwing a gem so far. Biggest key, 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And a good throw gets him one gone.
Now batting.
Striding in for the Rockies, Austin Meadows. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Curveball looked at here for strike one. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Fly ball right down the line in left. Stanton on the run, and that'll get down for a base hit. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he's in there at third with a one-out triple.
Well, we've been waiting for an opportunity like this since the game started. One out, and our first run is 90 feet away. The challenge now is to get him home.
A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Count even now at 1-1. Comes set. Now the pitch. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. A little low. It's 2-2. And it's fouled away. Through 6 1/3, Greinke still working on a shutout. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him. 2 away now in the Colorado 7th. And that means Jonathan Schoop will get ready at the plate.
Go!
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Rockies strand 1. Start the bus. They're down 15-0. Digging in and looking for more, Zach Greinke. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point.
Greinke.
First pitch on its way. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Popped up. McMahon in foul ground, but this will land untouched. The 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Meadows has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Now batting. The right field.
Into the box, Charlie Blackmon. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. This is pulled into right. Again, a nice clean base hit, his 3rd of the game.
Well, I think it's safe to say the ice is melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game, but that being his 3rd knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
At the plate now, Gene Segura. Meadows moving back. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
Up next for the White
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Jose Altuve.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. This one's down to third. Ramirez is up with it. He'll go to scope at second for the force out, and that. Striding in, Ryan McMahon. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Behind 0-2 now. He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
No hitter is ever going to feel good about taking the hat trick with 3 strikeouts in a game, but I will say he's not the first guy to have a terrible game against my men on the mound. And you know what? He won't be the last. We all know he's one of the best in the business for a reason.
Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider.
Man, this dude is locked in on the mound. He's throwing each pitch with confidence.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Hey, they say in this game you better have a short memory. Well, that's obviously the case with this batter. He came into that 3rd at bat after getting his ticket punched twice and was able to get a single.
Walker.
Fouled off. The 0-1 pitch. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw in time at first for route number 2.
Up next for Colorado. The third
in now for Colorado, Jose Ramirez. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. A ball and a strike to Colorado's leadoff batter. Skied in the air to straightaway left. On the move is Stanton. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Colorado. Brad Boxberger enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
34.
Ready once again, Giancarlo Stanton. He was robbed of a hit in his last at-bat, so he'll try to change his fortunes here. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. Here's the 0-2. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation,
and he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Looking up is the center fielder. Into the bleachers and gone.
Not every home run is exactly the same. That ball was absolutely destroyed.
The first baseman, number 23.
Edwin Encarnacion to the plate now. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
Now batting.
I think they're way past due changing their approach to this guy. Whatever they're doing strategy-wise, it's not working. That's his 3rd double of the game, so he's feeling pretty good at this one.
It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ball game. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. And that is off the wall.
Wow, when you're swinging the bat like he is, you want the game to go to extra so you can get some more ABs. That's his 3rd hit of the game, and his swing just keeps getting better and better. Almost hit that one out of here, but he'll take a double anytime.
Now a swing by Posey, and this one's on the ground to short. The throw will get him at first for out number 1, but on the play, another run will come in to score. Andres Gonzalez comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. First delivery to him on the way. And that fastball's taken but catches the outer third. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
The 1-2. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. And he makes the throw to first. Kiermaier is retired, 2 down now. So here now is the pitcher, Zach Greinke, and a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here. A.J. Pollock will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
For Chicago, number 12, A.J. Pollock.
Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Two balls and no strikes.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. Hard hit toward the hole. And that's through into left, a base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Now batting, the right fielder, Charlie.
Standing in now, Charlie Blackmon. And he puts it on the ground to second. Scope is there. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the inning before. 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on.
Now pitching for the White Sox.
So a new pitcher entering the fray now. It'll be the hard-throwing right-hander Craig Kimbrell. Stepping in, Tommy Edman. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. And the knuckle curve freezes him as he becomes out number 1. To the plate now, Yordan Alvarez. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Kimbrell is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
Into the box, Austin Meadows. As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
And it's 1-2. Last strike now for Colorado. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
17-0 the final this afternoon. The Chicago White Sox jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Zach Greinke earns his 5th winner of the year as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. Marco Gonzalez permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the American League East, the Baltimore Orioles combined to allow only 4 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 1-0. The Tigers finished off a 3-game sweep as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 5-3. Jose Osuna had an outstanding day, driving in 5 on 3 hits as the Rays pushed past the A's 5-4. The Astros totaled 13 hits as a team as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 7-4. The Marlins completed a 3-game series sweep as they got the best of the visiting Mets 2-1. The Brewers allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they bested the visiting Nats 7-2. The Diamondbacks got 11 hits overall as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 4-1. Justin Topa collected his first ever W at the big league level as the Padres